Hey,
Hey,
what's
what's
good,
good?
y'all? It's the two Shonen back again with another episode, and I'm here with my boy Hamza as
What's good?
usual. And we wanted to talk about a movie that we saw last week. It was last week.
Yeah, over the weekend.
Last
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So the highly anticipated movie Belle is what we watched, and I have to say it was
Phenomenal.
nothing short of amazing. That
Yeah.
it was very moving, emotional, and it was one of the better films that I actually seen this year.
Have you
I
seen
mean,
any other movies by that director?
actually no, but for a first impression, it was pretty good. I know there's a lot of famous movies like Wolf Children. Um,
And Girl
Mir-
Who Leapt Through Time. That was a good one.
Mirai is another one that I know is really famous, but I have to say it was great. I
Hmm.
loved it. It was there were so many like moving parts, and its take on Beauty and the Beast was like it's like present day take. It was very nice. It was very nice to see
Hmm.
because I mean everybody loves Beauty and the Beast, right? You see then the Disney film and you just kind of think like, yo, this is like the best out right now. There's nobody who can do this better. And then they did it better, and it was a very P moment. It
All
was a
right.
very it
So
was a
now it's allowed.
it's
So
allowed
now
now.
it's allowed.
Now it's
Yeah, it's
allowed.
very
Okay,
P.
it was a very
It
P moment.
was, yeah, it was a really, really good movie. I mean, I expected it because I've seen like two of his other movies. So I saw
Hmm.
Summer Wars, which is everyone should check out Summer Wars. That's a really good movie. And I saw Wolf Children, which is like really emotional.
Hmm.
So I knew like we were gonna get something of quality. But that was some of the best music I've ever heard
Music was
in a movie.
phenomenal. Anyways, the score was great. Uh, like the how do I put this? Like every time they had a like music playing like this I keep saying the score. It was really like that great that I'm literally stuttering over my words. It every single song had so much impact and so much emotion throughout the story, and it moved me. Like generally, like there's not really a lot of soundtracks that I've uh had to listen to that really had that amount of like force or impact on me, but that was like when I was like, bro, this is
It
emotional. Like every single song that they put was emotional, had me feeling some type of way, like actually.
like if you think that Your Name had like good songs,
it
you
has it
yeah,
has
hey,
nothing
nothing
on Bell.
on yeah, nothing on Belle.
It was, dude, like, and you know what's crazy is that like in the movie, right? It's like the people who are putting the songs together are just like this like regular ass choir group,
Hmm.
like technically, but like and you kind of think about the type of like songs that they were putting out, like even in the U and like even outside the U, like hearing them all sing, vocals amazing, instruments amazing, the way everything was put together amazing. It's like this. If I had to pick one thing that really the entire carried the entire movie for me, it was definitely the score.
Yeah, and the animation was
Animation was
the
top
second
tier.
best. Yeah,
It
it's top.
it's not something like you won't find it in something like Demon Slayer, or you won't find it in something like
It's a different style.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
different, but it in a good way. Especially like that one scene where the beast comes in
Hmm.
and he gets surrounded by all those like cops or whatever, and then they start like going crazy, and there's like 12 or 15 of them that surround him at once, and it goes into this like super slow-mo scene where he's just kicking ass, and that shit was
Hmm.
so like clean.
How would you describe like? So it's not a it's a game, right?
It's
The
yeah, it's like think of it like,
it's
you know
like
what the metaverse is, right? Technically,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's pretty much just like that.
It's like imagine like Twitter with GTA or something.
Yeah,
GTA is like
it's pretty much
cyberpunk.
like that. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of like a VR like metaverse experience. It's like you pretty much like you put on these like headphones or whatever, and it like reads your brain waves, and then
Oh,
it
like
puts you like in the
you remember like VR chat?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind
So
of
like
like that a little
imagine
bit.
a VR chat was like a whole city.
A whole like
Like a
yeah,
whole game, whole city,
yeah.
and like everyone was like a player. Yeah, that's
and
basically what it was.
it's kind of crazy because it kind of takes your it takes what it was like a picture of you, right? It takes
Mhm.
like a picture of you and it kind of generates a character based off that picture.
But it doesn't it like generates a character based off like your personality and
Oh well, yeah,
emotions and
that's kind of
stuff
what
like
I
that.
meant.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it was kind of like that, and then it's interesting to see. Like originally, when I was watching the movie, I had no idea this was going to be like a Beauty and the Beast type like deal. But as soon as like, well, obviously the biggest takeaway is like there's like this whole like beast called the dragon, and you know and whatnot. But what really gave it away for me was like when they first introduced Suzu, right, the main character, and they talk about how like she's like some sort of like kind of like an outcast. I wouldn't really call her an outcast, but she just like
she has a
she's
lot
not as
of
popular,
yeah,
right?
yes, because I mean, you learn very early on in the movie that her mom like passed
Passed
away,
away, yeah.
so she's dealing with a lot like mentally, and she doesn't have a good relationship with her father either.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then so like you see this, you see all this happening, and then like as soon as you see her put on the like the headphones, right? And you see her like you see the you generate this kind of character for her. I knew automatically that like this is going to be like some Beauty and the Beast type of film because it was she's getting to hide her like real self and she gets to be this like completely different person behind a screen and she gets to entertain all these people. You see throughout like a lot of the movie that she's very she likes to sing and she used to sing all the time. She used to play on the piano all the time with her mom, but as soon as like her mom passed away, she like kind of lost touch with that, and now that she's in this kind of like a metaverse or you we can call it called the you. As soon as she's like in this you, she like kind of gets back in touch with her singing, and it's really cool to see that like she kind of finds her passion again after being lost for so long because she lost her mom when she was like really little, right?
she was like 8 or something. Yeah,
It was
like 8 or 10 or something.
like she was like really small, and so like she was like in this kind of like sad little um she was like a really big part of her life was like really like down and sad because like she didn't have that emotional support from her father, and then her mom is obviously not there, so she kind of lost touch with the things that she like didn't get to or that she once found enjoyable. So I it was really nice for me to see that for her to rekindle that flame, like her passion for singing.
For me, so like the story was good. My favorite parts were definitely the music and the animation. I would say like I had some problems with the story, but I mean overall it was like really it did hit like really hard. I did like a lot of a lot of the characters, like a lot of the stuff they went through. Um, but the thing for me was like when I came in, I was already like I just got off like a long day and I was just already sitting there and I was just not ready for like such a hard like deep emotional like hard hitting movie. So I was just like damn bro, and I was like I took like I took some medicine that just like really like mellowed me down, and I was like oh shit.
Dude,
But, dude, I was like I was trying to fight the urge not to fall asleep, not because like of the movie's fault. It was not the movie's fault. It was totally mine. It was like a I was just like not into it. I thought like the movie was just gonna be about like some like anime idol. I did not expect like some like deep like
deep like
something deep.
and you know the best like the one thing I absolutely like one of the things you take away from that movie is how well it like it showed how I guess how detrimental like things like child abuse can be
Mhm.
because so pretty much right throughout this like story you find out the dragon is this
That's
is
it. We're doing spoilers.
we're doing a review.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I'll just go ahead and say this. Spoilers, of course. So you find out that the beast, right? The beast dragon, he's the older brother of these two kids who lost their mom. Doesn't really go into detail how they lose their mom, but it the father ends up becoming like really abusive and whatnot, and you see like child abuse Okay, and pretty much it just deals with the idea of how like traumatizing child abuse can really be. And I mean, I hope that nobody goes through that, but the like I guess the people who have gone through it know, and the people who haven't gone through it, like seeing this movie, you realize how much effect it can have like on somebody's like mental like throughout growing up, and you really see it in both of these kids, and like seeing it happen and not being able to do anything about it is kind of what well, they end up doing something about it, but not being able to do anything about it and kind of just watching it happen, it's like sad as hell. I'm not gonna lie. I was like tearing up a little bit.
Yeah, there was definitely some scenes I was like, dude, it's gonna fuck me up.
I was definitely
That's gonna fuck me up.
dude,
But
most of it really did fuck me up like pretty good. Like I don't know. It was like there were so many times where I was like, dude, even like in the beginning, like
when
when they show her mom,
yeah,
I was like, damn, bro, can't do that to moms like that.
what got me was when she was trying to sing after school, and then she was like
Throwing up.
throwing up and stuff.
Oh yeah, that
That
hit hard,
really,
bro.
I was like, dang, I can't believe. I was like, dang,
That was
this
like
movie's going this hard this early in the movie. Holy shit!
dude, it's
Okay,
like, dude, it's
yeah,
because
let's go,
like
let's go.
it hit so hard. It it hit so hard because it's like the only thing that she has tied to her mom, right?
Mhm.
Like singing and being around
Music
instruments
and
and pretty much music in general. So like she couldn't sing because she was out of touch for so long. Also like because it was like cold and snowy or whatever. But it was dude, it was heartbreaking. It
that's
really.
it. Have you seen Monogatari? No, I have not seen Monogatari.
I haven't seen
We
it
had not
either.
seen. We plan to. For next time, get a hold of YouTube. I don't know what that's in reference to. Did they ever get a
Well,
hold of YouTube?
no.
No. Okay.
Um. Anyways, but what about some downsides of the movie?
Uh, I think I think some stuff just wasn't like fleshed out well. I think like maybe it just got like they got into it like too fast,
Mm-hmm.
or it's like oh, or like hey, like where is this coming from? Like again, I feel like I need to watch it a second time to like really like process what I'm talking about because like I said, I was really trying to fight the
No,
urge to sleep.
bro was off a perk.
Pseudoephedrine, but
God damn. Oh my
um,
god.
Monogatari, yeah, yeah, I'm planning on seeing
I need
Monogatari,
to watch that too.
but no, I mean, there was a, it was just like some characters just weren't fleshed out well enough, in my opinion. A lot of the story beats just didn't hit well, but I feel like anything that handled with the main character was really good, and then the the dragon was handled really well, but but yeah, I mean, like it's just a few minor gripes. Overall, I'll get like I want to say like around a 8.5 ish, 8 ish.
That's what I was kind of gassing it up a little bit on my TikTok, but I'm gonna say like realistically, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah,
The only like major issues that I had with it, well, I know I figured out early that it was gonna be like a Beauty and the Beast like incantation, right?
I actually didn't even know that. I knew nothing
See
about this
the
movie.
thing is with I heard this from a lot of people, right? I heard that people did not know that it was gonna be like a Beauty and the Beast thing.
I didn't know. I thought there
Like if you
was.
hadn't read anything like beforehand, or if you hadn't well, obviously like when you watch the movie you'll realize, but like if you didn't know like where Belle came from, then of course nobody's gonna know, and they kind of just throw it at you, which is kind of like they don't develop it into a the Beauty and the Beast story. They kind of just like they kind of intro it, give uh like a backstory, and then boom, you see the Beast, and you think instantly Beauty and the Beast, and then they literally have like a point where the Beauty
Yeah,
and the
they're
Beast are
playing some
dancing.
scenes. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I didn't even know that. Literally, I thought it was just gonna be like some idol. I thought it was gonna be some
honestly, do it
idol
better though.
movie.
Yeah, thank you guys for the follow. I really appreciate it.
And so what was? Oh yeah, I would just say that this movie has some of the best character designs in terms of, like the you. I feel like the main girl Belle is like one of the best. Like the all of her drip
Dude,
was
dude,
fucking amazing.
it was great. One thing I really loved about the character designs is they weren't all just like people. Like some of them were
Yeah,
like
yeah.
little
Yeah. Some
bitty
of them were
like babies or
creatures
like
and
in creatures
yeah.
and different stuff. How did you feel about the antagonist.
There was like multiple antagonists. That's the thing. There wasn't just one. Like Subaru does it best though. Yeah, Gus does do it better, so I agree with that. Poon Poon do it better. Yeah, I agree with that too. Anyways,
The guy,
that's the thing. That's another thing. I look who was the
you know,
antagonist
the guy
because you
with
didn't really.
the gauntlet. I don't even do they like don't even say his name,
Yeah,
which is a little weird,
we didn't even know who he was in
but
the
he was
in real
like
life.
Chief Justice. You don't ever figure out who he is, but
Yeah, I feel like maybe just more time explaining a few more things, just more time um just more time like really honing in and focusing because like the whole twist about the villain at the end, like that was at the end, and I was like, okay. I mean, like that one scene that was like with her and the villain, it was
when
pretty
she
good.
unveils herself.
No. When she meets him,
Oh, and
when she meets
she
her
like
dad,
stands up to the dad.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like that was strong. But like, I just wonder they didn't flesh him out that well. He
I
wasn't
think
much of a presence. Yeah,
he was kind of a more of like a what would you call it, a behind the scenes type of antagonist? Because like you see him, right, but you don't see him like he doesn't get very much screen time.
I feel like a lot of it just happened like at the end. You know what I mean?
So you feel like
I feel like most of
you
the
feel like the pacing was
pacing, yeah, I feel like the pacing because like a lot, which I'm not against like slow pacing. I actually like really like slow pacing.
yeah,
Like when you
I mean
like,
you watch One Piece and read One
oh my
Piece, of
god,
course you like slow pacing.
One Piece is fast in the
Or
manga,
yeah,
in
in
the
the
manga.
manga, yeah, in the manga.
All right, but like I like when things are slower because like things can really settle down, things can breathe. Yeah, I like that. But when the end happened, things just went really fast. I think a lot was thrown at you. So many reveals were thrown at you. A lot of terms like in terms of character, like motivations, and in terms of like plot reveals and who's doing what. A lot of it was thrown like at the end, and I was just like, all right, like they didn't like the first half. I feel like the first half and the second half are like and like
It's
actually
like
like
it goes
there's
like
three
slow.
acts.
Yeah, it goes like
Yeah,
slow, and then it goes really fast, and then at the very end, it gets like at the very end, it kind of like starts dying down a little bit because like after they realize who he is, right? Pretty much, I would call that like up to that moment and the singing and stuff.
One Piece is gas.
Yo, he lying. Um, After they figure out like the unveiling all the way to like the end of the movie, I would call it like the third act. I think that part is kind of slow.
Mm-hmm.
But I can agree with you in the sense that like it's kind of like the pacing is kind of off, which is why I gave it an 8. I didn't give it
It is the best in the big three. Thank you. But the best, yeah, I will say the best
a
part
best in the
about the
big 3.
movie is the relationship between Belle and Dragon. That was like the middle,
Underrated.
the middle. That was my favorite scene. Like the whole like song that she did with him, and I was like, that was amazing. And then the yeah, like obviously like the big moment at the end was pretty good too. But like my favorite one was like
That
at the castle.
like dude, that was actually what I liked more. Um the end, like at the very end, like when they met, like of course like the scene with them like dancing together and singing and you know they hugged at the end and you know all that stuff. I thought that was like really great. But what really hit me like actually what I was like bro, like when they all had that group hug, I
Mm-hmm.
was like bro,
No,
this is it
it
was
was
like
pretty
such a
strong.
monumental moment in the story cuz it's like dude, it's like the equivalent of like having a like an internet best friend for like 5 years or whatever, 5, 10 years. You never see them, and then one day you see them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then and it's like that, and you just kind of all meet because like internet friends are different than real friends because like in a sense like it's like the people who you play like video games with every day, right? Like imagine like you go through all this stuff with them, and then you end up finally seeing them after so long and having that emotional connection.
They really handle social media like very well.
They did it
They did
perfect.
it perfectly.
It was it was done so well.
I want to see more stuff like that. I want to see like anime tackle social media like way more because I feel like they don't really do that. And like how like it can like you really mess up somebody's like mental state.
Dude, no,
Yeah.
it really does. Yeah, thank you for the follow by the way. Um the social media has a big effect like on people's lives and like one of the bigger you kind of see that in actually Bunny Girl Senpai. I don't know, have you watched it?
I saw but in season 1.
There's
I
only
didn't
one
watch the
season.
movie. I didn't watch the movie.
Okay, you see, I mean, you see that tackled, and
Yeah,
that
this.
came out in 2018, right?
Mhm.
And you see it with his little sister, the cyberbullying and stuff. But I think it does. I think you're right. I think it does need to be brought to more awareness. Um, and this movie that's coming out right by Makoto Shinkai, I feel like it'll tackle that a little bit too.
You think so?
I think so. I know the
I
cover
don't
of it
know,
was a little
cause
weird, but
he likes to do a lot of like plot and gimmicky stuff. Either if it's somebody controlling the weather, somebody controlling time. What's next, bro? Somebody reversing time, like in part four. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. But
the movie is sad. The
movie is
movie is
sad. Movie
sad.
is sad. Though I would say like if I'm talking about other like the directors like other movies, I want to say it's probably like it's I would put two above it. Like
Two above Bell right now.
yeah, yeah, two above Bell.
What would
Like,
it be?
cause mainly cause like just plot reasons. Like if we're talking about music alone, number one. Like music alone is probably the best anime movie I've ever seen. But if we're talking about plot wise, I would say like everyone should go watch Summer Wars and everyone go watch Wolf
Wolf
Children.
Children.
Wolf Children is really emotional. Wolf Children is really good, and then Summer Wars is just so cool. Like plot wise, it's really cool.
So your final rating was 8 out of 10 or eight and a half.
Eight and a half. I mean, yeah, I would say I was eight out of
Okay,
10.
do you think so? An anime like this, right? That's a little bit. I mean, it's in theaters, but it's kind of a little bit more. You would agree, it's a little bit more like under the radar, right? Like
Oh,
not
it's
like
very
the.
under the radar. I didn't
Do
hear
you
about
think?
it until like I saw an ad about it.
Oh, the one you sent me on Twitter,
Yeah,
right? And then, so what I was gonna ask is, do you think that this, like, without having the hype, right, as like
it's never gonna
your
pull.
name,
Yeah, it's never gonna pull. Well, okay, Your Name when it came out was under the radar for like a little bit, cause but everyone realized it was like the best movie ever made. So like it blew up. But it's not gonna do Your Name numbers. It's not gonna do numbers like Dragon Ball,
or Demon
like
Slayer?
Resurrection F or Battle of Gods. It's not gonna do any of that or Broly. It's not gonna
Hmm.
do this. It's definitely not gonna do Demon Slayer because you need to watch that movie to like progress the story,
Okay,
right?
that's fair. That's fair.
But I mean, in terms of like, I mean, I think it got enough traction in the anime world. Like, it's not too under the radar, but I mean, like,
Because
judging. I
I
mean,
haven't, I haven't.
look from Chad. Like, most of Chad's not seen it, right? So like,
A lot of yeah. When I posted about it on TikTok,
a lot of people haven't
I
seen
didn't.
it.
I didn't get like a lot of comments. But the people, okay, the people who did comment said that it was mid, and I was thinking, I was like, I might be gassing this up a little bit.
People okay because if something's 8 out of 10, people are gonna call it mid. When an 8 out of 10 is actually like really good, right?
So I've never even heard of it. Yeah, I know. It's like
Yeah,
it's one of those things that didn't get a lot of hype. And honestly, like
that's why we're telling y'all to go watch it.
yes, this is a very I don't have the lurk thing, Zach. Anyways, um, I yeah like real stuff. I didn't even hear about it until
I send it to you.
no. Well, I heard about it before then, but I think I heard about it on TikTok or something. But that's the like usually when I hear of movies like that, I usually find it on Twitter first. But no, I found it on TikTok, which is kind of surprising. But anyways, it was a very great movie. I think if you watch anime and you like things that aren't just shonen, I think you should definitely watch this movie.
Hmm.
It not only is it a great story, or is it a great reenactment of a popular story, but it takes its own spin on it and it puts different themes and gives different symbols in there that makes like the story go from like here to like here. It's one of those like movies that I'll look back at the end of this year and I'll be like, or like even in my life I'll go back and I'll look like, yo, this is like that movie.
Enjoyed it more than My Hero Academia.
All right, this guy has beef with My Hero for some reason. You have any final thoughts?
No, I mean, if you're obviously if you're a fan of slice of life, fan of music, fan of romance, fan of just stories that just go like above the norm besides just being entertaining, something that has like fans of like things that have something to say,
Mm-hmm.
then you should go and see this. I mean, like maybe form your own opinion on it. Maybe you love it. Maybe you just think it's mid. Maybe you don't like it. But at least it's like at least I feel like it's definitely a work of art for sure.
A work of art,
Yeah, it's
definitely,
a work of art. Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
So that's my closing thoughts. That's all I had to say about it.
Mm. Yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty much it for this episode. Both said 8.5 out of 10. The only message that we have left for you guys is to watch Belle. Watch it.
Rating for Silent Voice over Bell. I would. Okay, so Silent Voice.
Silent Voice
Have
is,
you seen it?
yeah, it's not better than Belle.
I would say they're on the same level
I was gonna say I was gonna give it
because
an 8.
for me, I don't know what it was about Silent Voice. It was really good, just like Bell. I mean, but like the whole thing about Silent Voice was that everyone was comparing it to Your Name, and I was like, me, I
That's not
like
even
Your
on the same.
Name.
That's not on the same spectrum though.
Yeah, they do completely different things. Me, I like Your Name better, but Silent Voice, I would say I think Silent Voice has a better story.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's fine.
yeah,
I
Silent Voice has a better story.
What I will say about Silent Voice is, of course, it's like sad, right? I
Mm.
mean, like I wouldn't want nobody to go through what she went through, but the story is better just because it's like sadder and it deals with more
I have the perfect comparison. I would say Silent Voice is a stronger story, but Belle is more interesting to watch.
interesting to watch. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, that's fine.
yeah,
It was actually really fucking good. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
I wasn't thinking about something like that,
yeah.
but I would definitely check both of those out. Both really good stories.
And don't be afraid to go out and watch movies in the theaters, like anime movies in the theaters.
I need to talk about this because, dude,
A lot of people don't.
the people who like shame people who watch anime movies in theaters are literally like the scum of the earth. Because I know a lot of people who will like that quintessential quintuplets movie that's gonna come out. I know you say you're not gonna watch it, but
Yeah.
dude, there's a huge quintessential quintuplets fan base.
Hmm.
So like,
So what happened?
well, I mean, no, a lot of people have been like shaming like other people for going into movie theaters and watching them, but like why? Like, dude, if it's something you enjoy, then go watch it. I mean,
Dude, just yeah. I mean, wear a mask, get vaccinated, go.
that's not what I was
Like,
expecting you to say at all.
bro, I mean, like that's why people are shaming other people. It's because like, oh, you're going through this time. I'm like, yo, like, do your due diligence, do what you need to do, go enjoy yourself, and don't be afraid to go out and watch like movies like these in theaters. Because like,
That's real shit.
yeah, I like how Silent Voice portrays aspects from the real world. That's
I'm
true.
gonna try to do this.
That's true.
Okay.
So I do like how Silent Voice does tackle a lot of real world like problems and aspects. But the thing about Belle is that like it created like its own world. So I think that's why I would say it's more interesting to watch because it's like you just want to see every part of this world like fleshed out and everything. That's what I would say
So that's gonna be it for this episode.
as a Belle review.
This is the Bell review, 8.5 out of 10. Go watch it. Life changing. You will cream because of this score. The score is
I'm
amazing.
still bumping that music. I'm still bumping it.
Oh, okay, yeah, he did put me on QQ. Anyways, I hope you guys had a good
Take care.
time. Peace out, and we will catch you guys next week.